Hello, back to another end of the week here on YouTube with Leading Our Own Way, the podcast that is in the top 15% of the world on Spotify. But we're here on YouTube, so we've still got milestones to hit in the final part. Well, yesterday we spoke about mirror portals and artwork. It's just fascinating. Go back, listen to all of them. It'll make more sense if you've not tuned in all week. But in this final part, Katerina speaks about her aspirations to become a global force for empowerment and transformation. She encourages everybody to reclaim their power, embrace joy, and create the life you truly deserve. Her message is simple yet profound. You are more powerful than you think, and life is meant to be lived fully. And that's exactly what she's doing, right? That's what she's doing. So tune in for this final part. Enjoy.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Love it. I think everyone has really got a good, clear picture of who you are and why you do what you're doing, and that's the journey of the podcast. That's the reason for the podcast as well, and it comes down to everything aligns with choices. Each episode makes it very crystal clear that we have choices, and you've made many, many ones that align with your character, your spirit, and your soul, and so on. I suppose then, before I end this, what if there was anything that we've missed that you think is important to share? What would that be, if anything? You might not have anything, but if there is anything that you feel we've missed, do you think that needs to be covered?
I think to say that this learning of self, this learning what's inside of you, is really one of the main reasons why we're here. And through that learning, what happens is that we discover the whole world. We discover so much beauty through pain a lot of times. But we discover so much beauty. We discover so much about ourselves that we didn't know before we started this journey. And to me, what else do you do with your life if you're not learning? What does this all mean? Why am I here? What does this? What do I feel? Why am I afraid of something? And overcoming these things, either removing them or making them stronger if you like them about yourself. And learning that, yes, there are choices. Learning that maybe not, we don't have the same choices. I don't have choices like many people are born with, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I do make choices about what I need to make, right? And that gives me power. Learning that as humans, we're very powerful. And we a lot of times just give up because we're not aware of it. And so just reclaiming your own beauty, reclaiming your own abilities. As a human, I think it's a fascinating thing to do in this life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what piece of advice would you give, but I think you've just covered it there. So perfect.
I think I read your mind. I think I've developed my abilities to the point where I just like preempt your questions at this point.
Well, we've got the connection clearly.
Yeah.
So we also, it's never the end of the destination. We don't reach the destination until we leave this life, is what I believe. And I think it's an ongoing journey. So I always ask the guests what your future plans are, because I want the viewers to understand, they probably do, but realize that even though you're sitting in a place of where you're leading your own way, that it's not ending. It's not where you're at. It's a constant journey. And I know you live your life day by day, but do you have any future plans? Is there a particular direction that you want to go in?
Absolutely. We have to. And I do have a really big vision board as well.
Yeah, nice.
My future plans, I have really big plans, actually. I am planning on becoming a speaker, let's say a worldwide speaker. Just like you are, yes, different places. Maybe we'll cross somewhere, cross our paths.
Might be the same conference one day.
Maybe we'll same conference. Planning on becoming a reliable voice in the space of supporting men, reliable and a very powerful voice that can stand up for this silent epidemic that we have going on. I'm planning on living in some other country as well. Planning on,
Australia?
I'm not really sure yet. It might be a little too far from where I'm at, but we never know. We never know. I don't
If
say
I can
no.
do it, you can do it.
Maybe there are also other countries that I'm interested in.
Okay.
So I'm planning on introducing many more people to sound and bringing sound to masses, creating mass meditative experiences, mass sound experiences where we all can tune in from different places of the world and we can raise the vibration together at the same time and being connected together, this community of like-minded people. So there is a lot of things happening. Maybe there will be a platform for men as well. Maybe there will be this regular meditative experiences where we can all just know that we're together in this and we all want the same thing. So yes, there are big plans.
Love it. Love it. Well, I'll watch
Thank
it and
you.
maybe we reconnect on the podcast in the future and we'll show how the next stage of leading your own way looks. All right.
That'd be
Um,
great.
yeah, it'd be amazing. I've not actually done a second guest appearance yet with one of my earlier guests, Dr. Bear. We're planning on doing a second episode together, but we've not got round to it yet. It's just inundated at the moment. It's crazy. Your purpose. I connect it back to my book, How to Lead with Purpose. You're living with. I've realised I'd love to write a book around living with purpose. I wrote a book about how to lead with purpose based on some of my part of my journey, so it is personal to me. But I've realised there's a step before. If you can't lead with, how can you lead with purpose if you're not living with purpose? Leading with, living with intent, living with self-reflection, living with understanding who you are at a big, deep, even cellular level, right? It's definitely been answered in this episode, but if you could put it into a one-liner, what is your purpose? It's a tough one. No, it is a tough one. I struggled answering this question on somebody else's podcast the other week,
Yeah.
to be honest, and he put me on the spot and I struggled.
Yeah, like I've gone through saving the world and all of that stuff and helping men, right? But I, when I listen to things that inspire me, I always go back, being reminded too that my purpose is to live a life of joy.
There you go.
Live a life of joy, because if I do live a life of joy, I can make so much difference.
That's it. You've done it. You nailed it.
So that's what I do.
Love it. Kat, thank you. Katerina, can I call you Kat? I don't even know if I can call you Kat, to be honest.
Oh, people call me all kinds of names. They call me my artist name, they call me Kat, they call me...
What's your artist name?
Katusha.
Say that again?
It's a variation of my name. Katusha is an endearing variation of my name. Like that.
I like it. I just didn't know that. I love it.
I'm glad you like it. Thank you.
I do. I'm going to have to practice it.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing your journey. Thanks for giving us loads of millions of insights that I know the guests will be, the viewers. Sorry, I always do this. The viewers can take away. Thanks for being vulnerable. I know maybe you find it easy. I find it easy now. I really do. But thank you for joining me on my journey. Thanks for spreading your wisdom to my viewers, and I look forward to staying in touch with you. And I'll take many more pieces of gems from you. And when I probably will need you, to be fair, for my own reflection. So,
thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. So to everybody else, thanks for joining us this week. From Kat and I, come back next week to Lead in Our Own Way for another inspiring guest and their journey. Have a great week. And until then, keep leading your own way. We'll see you soon. That was an epic week. Such a good week. Her journey is proof that when you listen to your intuition and embrace the change and step into your power, like most of the guests on this show, that's the whole point, right? And you think about the choices that you can make in life. Well, your entire life can change and transform drastically. If you took something valuable from this conversation, drop a comment below and let us know what resonated most with you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because we have even more incredible guests coming your way. So until next week, until next time, keep leading your own way and join us and share the community. Enjoy, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Thanks for listening and watching Leading Our Own Way. so we can stay together forever and share more incredible journeys, please subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss next week's episode and what that amazing guest has to offer to the world. Please support Leading Our Own Way, and we'll get you on next week's episode.